Let me say something that I avoided admitting for years. My life didn't keep falling apart because I was unlucky, and it wasn't because I lacked potential, and it wasn't because I hadn't found the right plan or the right method yet. My life kept falling apart because I couldn't get or stay sober. And I know exactly what you're thinking right now because I used to think it too. Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, but I still show up. I still function. I still got it under control. I'm not a homeless street drinker or a crackhead. And I said all of that while I was still quietly burning my life down, bit by bit, day by day, bag by bag, line by line, pint by pint. And what it looked like from the outside, because from the outside, looking in, it all looked fine. I could talk well, hold conversations down. I could train hard when I wanted to or when I needed to. And I could switch it on for short bursts and get a little bit of momentum going. And people thought I was confident. People thought I was driven. People thought I had loads of potential and that I was smashing it in life. But inside, I was anxious, reactive, ashamed, and constantly exhausted. I was either chasing the next high or still recovering from the last one. And do you want to know what the scariest part was? I genuinely believed that that was just life. So let's go back to the nights that I can't get back. So let me be honest with you for a second. This hurts to say, but I repeated the same nights and the same mistakes and the same fuck-ups over and over again, getting smashed, getting off my face, spending money I didn't have, waking up with that dread in my chest and in my head, all piecing together when I said that I was done. Sometimes I'd wake up in the morning and check my phone, hoping that I hadn't ruined another relationship, friendship, or opportunity. But most of the time I had another bridge burnt. And instead of stopping, I just did more. Because stopping would mean feeling all those feelings that I was running from. So here's why you keep starting over. Because this is why I did it. I don't know how many times I said I've had a fresh start. I'm going to start Monday. Monday resets, new routines, new goals, new promises. I'd get a few days of clarity, feeling on top of the world, sometimes even a good week. Imagine that. And then I'd just sabotage it. And it wasn't even because I hated myself. It wasn't even because I didn't trust myself. It was because I hated myself. And every time I broke that promise, I taught my nervous system and my subconscious mind one thing. This guy isn't safe to rely on. So my confidence just collapsed. My discipline completely disappeared, and I just carried on blaming motivation because sobriety isn't moral, it's mechanical. So here's the shift that changed absolutely everything. Sobriety isn't about being a good person. It's about stopping all the self-inflicted damage, because when I was drinking and doing drugs and constantly using, my nervous system was just fried completely. I couldn't sleep properly. I couldn't regulate my emotions. And most of all, I couldn't stay consistent. I was trying to build discipline and a good life on top of shitty foundations and chaos. And that never works. Not for long. So here's the anxiety and the overwhelm that nobody talks about. Because for years, I just thought I was an anxious person. But it turns out, a lot of my anxiety was caused by myself, if not all of it. So I'd numb myself, I'd get off my face, and then my system would just snap back even harder. I'd have to escape the stress, then the stress would come back more, and then I'd have to use more to escape. And I'd sit there thinking, what is wrong with me? But nothing was inherently wrong with me. I was just constantly dysregulated and I didn't have a system for a good life. So here's the moment that I realised I was the problem. Because it was the moment I remember, and it sticks with me, it'll probably stick with me forever. I remember thinking, I've read the books, I know what to do, I know who to be. So why can't I just do it? Why can't I be that person? And the answer hit me. Because I was self-sabotaging my own biology. And you can't outthink the chemical chaos, because the drugs and the alcohol just cause chemical chaos. But here's what sobriety actually gave me. Because being sober didn't make my life easy. So let's kill that myth straight off the bat. Life still punches you in the face. Problems still show up. And stress still exists, definitely. But for the first time, the effort I was putting in actually paid off. Training started working. Structure started sticking. My investments started compounding. And my head stopped lying to me. Not because I felt motivated, but because I stopped resetting the clock every single weekend. And this is why you're terrified of getting sober. So let's be honest for a second. Say the quiet part out loud. You're not scared of losing the substances. You're scared of meeting the person that you are without them. Because I was too. Because when you're sober, you can't escape the truth anymore. Where you're behind, who you've disappointed, the lies you've told and what you've been avoiding. But here's what nobody tells you. That pain isn't going to destroy you. But constantly avoiding that pain forever will. So this is exactly why I created the blueprint. in the first place. It's what I give to all my private clients, and it builds that momentum in your life. Comment the word blueprint or click the link in the description and get your free copy of the Become Unfuckwithable Blueprint. It's a simple daily system that lets you move forward regardless of good days, bad days. So like I say, comment the word blueprint or click the link in the description and get your free copy. Because here's the boring truth that changed my life. Nothing dramatic saved me. No heroic Hollywood-style blockbuster rock bottom moment. What saved me was removing the choice. I now have to train every day, do the mental work every day, no negotiation. Because when you remove the choice, the self-sabotage loses its power. So that's when people around me started changing. Something strange happened when I stayed sober for long enough. Some people drifted away. Some made jokes. Some got uncomfortable because a man who remembers everything follows through, and he doesn't need to numb himself instead of confronting those thoughts. And that's the price of alignment, or the investment cost of alignment, because getting aligned is an investment. You don't need forever, you just need today. I used to panic thinking, I can't stay sober forever. What if I can't do this forever? But that's actually a good thing, because you don't need forever. You just need today. Have the best possible day that you can today. Take action, become the best version of yourself today. Then do it tomorrow, and then build that momentum and compound it, because then an identity shift happens. At some point, I stopped saying to myself, I'm trying to sort my life out, and I started acting like a man who had his life together. I don't live that way anymore. No, I don't do drugs anymore. I don't get off my face. No speeches, no announcements, just behaviour, consistency. And that's when things finally started to lock in. Because I work with capable men who look successful on paper, but their self-sabotaging patterns have ruined the momentum in their lives that got them to where they are. And a lot of them say that they're exactly where I was. Smart, self-aware, but quietly sabotaging everything with substances and distraction. So I help them rebuild that discipline through structure and self-trust, using that daily system. So if you've done restarting your life every few months or every single week, drop me a message on social media or reply to every message. And if you want that real structure, comment the word blueprint or click the link in the bio and get your free copy of the Become Unfuckwithable Blueprint. Because sobriety didn't make me special, but it made progress possible. So you can keep numbing yourself out, or you can finally decide to build something real. It's your move. So I'll see you in the next video, but don't bother clicking on the next video if you're not going to download and get a free copy of the Become Unfuckwithable Blueprint. I'll see you in the next video. Let's go.